Hi, my name is Marshai Sahalu, Visual Information Specialist for the Montgomery County Council. The Council is working hard to provide all residents valuable information related to COVID-19 in multiple languages to ensure that everyone has equal access to the information they need. In today's segment, I'm speaking with Gunther Sanabria, an attorney who focuses on immigration, injury, and criminal law about these effects. Thank you for being with us, Gunther.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. So let's get started with the executive order that was signed last month. How will that executive order affect immigrants that are already in the U.S. and those who are planning to come to the U.S.?
Well, apparently it's expected to affect a lot more people than it actually will affect. We're not sure if President Trump had a plan in place knowing how many people would affect, but we're expecting maybe less than 50,000 people. It was mainly oriented to work visas and people coming to the United States with skills in the professional field, and not the majority of immigrants that we have in this country right now, which are part of those who cross the border and are currently undocumented within the United States.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what will happen to already scheduled interviews, such as like for the green card or scheduled like fingerprint appointments for work permits, to renew work permits? What will happen to these appointments? Will they get canceled, rescheduled? And will that cause like an extreme delay in the system?
Well, let me start by the last part of your question. The delay, we already see the delay. Right now, immigration is open, but it's working with limited amount of staff. And right now also the court system has been delayed for 2 months. Now we have thousands of hearings every month in the United States. So 2 months for us will probably translate into 2 to 3 year delay. With regards to the interviews, if the person is inside the United States, I would tell them not to worry too much. Everybody that has already applied, this new order would not affect them. We're looking into maybe people from the outside, families that are trying to bring their families or parents or spouses from abroad might be affected, but that is mainly because of the embassies. Right now, the embassies are on lockdown. So my message to the people inside the United States is not to worry. Contact an attorney, contact somebody that is actually involved in immigration, and we should be able to find a new date or talk to immigration on their behalf.
Okay. And will immigration reach out to them with a new date, or how does it work?
Well, this is part of the problem. Immigration has been making a lot of mistakes lately. We have some people that received notices to appear in court on Sundays or to appear for an interview at midnight. So my advice is definitely find an attorney, or you can do it yourself. You can contact the immigration department, contact the court system. There will be significant delays if you do it on your own. We have usually a direct line. We have phone numbers that we've been using for many years. We have emails that we can reach out to the immigration department. But I will leave it up to the people to find out when the new hearings, when the new interviews are going to be. Don't leave it up to immigration, because then you open the door to more problems.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think the most pressing, I guess, case more than the green card would be like the work permits. Like if, let's say, somebody's working in the workforce and their work permit expires or is about to expire, what can they do? Because they have to get the fingerprints done.
Right, right. Well, for the renewals, I can tell you right now, we have been sending them every day. And we are receiving them right now. We receive maybe 10 to 20 work permits per day, and we are trying to contact all those people. Now, for the new applications, and that's the one that requires the fingerprints, that might be a little more complicated because those have been put on hold right now. They are not taking fingerprints, they're not taking interviews, and even for the asylum applications, they're not doing the FEAR interviews in person anymore. So that might be maybe a delay. Now, the court system is scheduled to open June 15. So we are looking into a new era because, as you know, the population that comes to the courts is enormous. We see hundreds of people in the court system. So now with the coronavirus, I don't know how the court is going to manage all this. All these new court dates or new people coming in. So we're waiting for a decision from the immigration courts. I know President Trump made an executive order and decided what to do. But at the end of the day, the day-to-day management of the cases it falls on the immigration department.
Okay. And for those, if their work permit expires during this time, what can they do? Can they provide a letter to continue working, or?
Well, there are several categories for the work permit. One are the TPS people, the DACA applicants, the asylum, and the family petitions. We're going to see the asylum applicants and the family petitions not to have any problems with the work permits. There might be others that have some problems, but my advice is to continue applying. We are sending applications every day, and they are being reviewed by the immigration department. In some cases, there might be a delay, but not to give up. My advice is not to give up. We're back on track. We're back with the immigration department. So just continue talking to your attorneys.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gunther. Is there any other things that people with pending statuses in the U.S. should know, other than what you discussed?
Well, my advice would be contact the immigration department. Make sure you double check your hearing date, your appointments, because if you miss one appointment, it might be another year before you get a new appointment.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time today and sharing these information with us.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that was my discussion with Gunther. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, feel free to write it down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and good evening.